Hey guys, what's going on? It's Anthony from Switch Gen. I want to welcome you guys back to another video. But I'm going to be doing a different video this time. I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. But it's going to be different in the fact that I'm not going to have any gameplay footage up. I don't want to be getting in trouble for copyright strikes. But this is going to be a major disclaimer to you guys too. Like, I have very unpopular opinions when it comes to this game for a couple of reasons that are written down. But I'm also going to give you guys some information too. But I'm showing a little concern when it comes to this game because again, there's a lot of people talking about it, and I know people are they're really hyped for this game, and it hasn't been out for about 10 years. But my whole thing is the trailer looks more hyped than the gameplay. Like, the CGI scenes and the voice acting is really good. Don't get me wrong, but it's in my opinions, it's just not enough, man. Cause at first I'm like, oh yeah, this game is hype, bro. I'm gonna go get this day one. But it's the more I look at the gameplay, the more I'm questioning what's going on. As far as the gameplay, what really concerns me is the camera, man. I'm looking at the Venom trailer and the X-Men trailers, the trailers that just released on Nintendo channel and Game Informer channel. And I'm seeing how when you're fighting Venom, as he moves around, the camera doesn't follow him. It's fixed on a certain area of the game, and it's not allowing you to control the camera. To me, that would be a lot better. That way you know where you get a better view on the camera of the character that you're playing with, versus you're just the camera is just just centered on one frame. That is one of the most annoying things to me when playing a game, is that I can't control the camera, because now I feel I can only see certain I can only experience a certain perspective of the game when I want to experience more, right? Again, during the Venom scene, he's jumping down from his platform, but it's you can see him, but it's you can't really zoom in on it. So you can't get a more clear picture on what he's doing, which I find is really strange. So that, that's a cause of concern for me too. But as far as any of the the other gameplay, I mean it looks cool. You got, from what I've seen, you got 3 or 4 fighters, so you're not doing it by yourself. You got 3 or 4 more other characters that you probably can switch between. So I'm hoping that too, is that when you're playing, you don't just have to play with one character throughout the whole match, or not the whole match, but the whole stage. You can switch through it. So that would be pretty dope too. But the Venom boss fight definitely is cool, man. Like I mentioned in my previous video about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I'm a huge fan of the character Venom after watching that movie, dude. That was by far one of my most favorite movies that I've seen, especially pertaining to the Spideyverse and all that good stuff. But also it's just, I don't know, it's strange, man. That I feel I need to see more gameplay. I know it's not the popular opinion, I'm trying to hype you guys up on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, but it's these are just things that I'm seeing in the trailer too. But again, this isn't all negative stuff. I actually got some pretty good stuff too. But that was stuff that I seen in the Venom trailer that I thought was a little bit interesting. But now I'm going to talk about the X-Men trailer that came out. I think it was a couple of days ago it came out. But yeah, it's relatively new. But again, the trailer looks cool, but to buy a game, I get, you have to show off, the CGI and the cutscenes to get people interested. But it's what the actual game plays is what I'm more concerned with, right? You see these little snippets of what the game plays but it's you don't see a full 30 minutes or the first story chapter of it being played through. So some of the gameplay I feel might not be final, but the only way to see that stuff is, again, as we get closer to the release date, we'll start seeing more stuff, and we'll start figuring out, okay, well, this is what it really plays versus what it looks like. But again, the CGI cutscenes looks really good, man. So that's kind of cool too. Also in the trailer, Mystique was shown, Juggernaut was shown, Magneto, Beast, and Nightcrawler was also shown. Psylocke was also shown too, which was actually kind of cool. The lady with the two swords, so that was kind of cool too to introduce her. Nightcrawler, I didn't even know this, but like I was doing like a some like minor research, and I found out that Nightcrawler was actually Mystique's son, and my mind was like blown away by that because Nightcrawler is actually my favorite X-Men out of all of them, like Wolverine, Cyclops, Colossus, Beast, Storm. Like I've always been a fan of Nightcrawler because of like what he can do and like vanishing into the shadows when he moves. But again, man, like from the gameplay that I've seen from Nintendo, my major turnoff point is the camera angles because during this trailer, it repeats the same exact thing that the Venom trailer had repeated, which is when you're fighting enemies, you can't. It's like you're fighting the enemy, right? But it's like you can't really see like how big the enemy is. You just see like a snippet of it, because like your character, like as you're fighting the Sentinel, as you guys are gonna see in the trailer, if you decide to go watch it after I give you like my thoughts on it, like as you're fighting it, you see like the Sentinel is like bigger than the screen. Like your character is like at the Sentinel's knees, and like while you're fighting it, like you can't really see like the head of it. But in the CGI scene, like you can see like the different camera angles, right? Like you can see like them, switching the camera angle between the X-Men and the Sentinels. But when you're actually playing the game, you don't have like free control over that. It's more so like fixed in the fact that like you can't change any of that stuff. So it's like, you can see you're hitting the Sentinel, but it's like you can't really see the point of view of like you want more control of like how you view it. Like you want a farther back angle than what is showing up because it's showing it close up. And I don't know, dude. That's just strange to me that, for a hack and slash game, typically you have full control over the camera where you could like rotate it, or like you do like a certain action to bring the camera closer to you. But again, this is just like the beginning footage, so I can't really judge it based off that. But like I'm reacting to basically what I'm seeing. So again, I really do hope there's an option for the camera angles though, man. Because if there's not, I don't think I'll be picking up this game. I think I'll just be watching you guys play it. To be honest, man, because it just bothers me like really, really bad, man. And then just to have like all this hype around it, it's something new. It's just I don't know, man. But anyway, another couple of things that I picked up too is that I'm not sure if anyone else was talking about this, but in the beginning of the trailer of the X-Men trailer, got Black Panther's holding an Infinity Stone, Green Goblin's holding an Infinity Stone, Ultron is holding one. I'm not sure if it's Dormammu or Ghost Rider, but one of them is also holding an Infinity Stone too. I'm pretty sure it's Dormammu that's holding the Infinity Stone, but don't quote me on that. Also, we see in the trailer that there's a portrait of X-Men with Cyclops, Colossus, Wolverine, Psylocke, Professor X, Beast, Nightcrawler, and Storm shown, which I thought that was really cool that they would have a photo of that right before Magneto rips the freaking house apart. And then we also see Magneto holding an Infinity Stone. So again, everybody has an Infinity Stone. Probably somehow Thanos he gets hold of him. So that'll be interesting to see how that story folds out too. And you also see the Sentinels, but again, as you're seeing them in the trailer, it's so strange, man, because it's like the camera doesn't really fully show them. It shows like you're fighting it, but like it shows like the Sentinel not from an angle to where like you can see like the full body. It's only like part of the body is shown. Also, like near the end of the trailer, I believe Scarlet Witch is shown when Magneto's holding that Infinity Stone. He's like, I believe an alliance is due or something like that, he says. Again, forgive me on that. You'd have to watch the trailer to figure out what he actually says. But yeah, he was basically saying like, the X-Men need to team up because out of nowhere, Thanos' children come out of nowhere. They called the Black Order, but they're supposed to be helping him take over the world and get the Infinity Stones. And Magneto mentioned something about an alliance, so pretty sure the characters that are being announced in the X-Men trailer will probably be playable. But again, we'll see as in due time as they announce that stuff. And also, I don't know, man. Like it's gonna be interesting to see what really ends up happening because you hear all these people giving their thoughts on how hype Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is, and it's like I just want to be realistic with this. Like I don't want to be getting so hyped about the game that I buy it day one and then I can't even play through the first chapter because of how bad the camera angles are. So I'm really hoping that Nintendo pays attention to that stuff and like figures out something as pertaining to that area. But again, it's not a major turnoff for me because again, I am a Marvel fan. Like I can't even front. Like a lot of the movies that I've seen have mostly been Marvel. Excuse me. I feel that they're very entertaining and they're very like powerful in like their messaging. So that wouldn't really be a reason why I'm not gonna support the game. But it's more so like I feel like more gameplay needs to be shown for us to really see what this game's about. And the characters are just make the game itself. But again, it's not just the characters, it's the gameplay too. So guys, thank you for hearing my rant about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are gonna cop it. Me, I'm kind of like 50-50 right now, but I'm mostly wanting to just share my thoughts with anybody else out there that might share this opinion, and also give you guys like a different perspective to see the game from versus like reacting to a trailer and showing you guys game footage, but mostly giving you guys facts about what was actually shown and just giving my reaction based on that, just trying something different. And make sure you like, share, subscribe if you're new, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.